Hi guys, it's Pete from MyDrewEvents.com. Today we're going to discuss the Rolex model 16013. This particular watch was from 1980 with the 30-35 movement, the first year that this movement was used with this particular model. I was asked by a jeweler to go through this, and I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and a like if you can. Share it on social media because the thumbs up, the shares, the likes all help my channel grow, and I appreciate everything you guys help me with. Thanks. So as you see, the pictures here show the pre-service, pre-restoration images of this particular watch. So if you see any debris here on the watch, don't worry. Once it's serviced and restored, there will be nothing left. It'll just be a clean working watch. The 16013 made its first appearance in 1980. This was also the year of the 30-35 movement, which was used. Still, in my opinion, one of the best and most serviceable movements in Rolex's lineup. In this example, we see a 36mm two-tone case and band. This traditional watch contains the fluted bezel in gold. When this watch debuted, two-tone was the most popular, and it came in both 18-karat and 14-karat options. There were some different models that were available in stainless steel and white gold as other options. The 30-35 movement was new in the 1980s, and it was a much needed, much better movement and an improvement over the 1500 series caliber that preceded it. The 30-35 movement, as I mentioned, is a fantastic watch movement, very serviceable and holds up to a lot of abuse. It can also last a long time in between service intervals. The 30-35 movement stuck around until late 1988 and was replaced with the 31-35 movement, but the two have very little differences. In fact, the 31-35 has a larger balance wheel and a couple other little parts that replace it, but for the most part it's the same movement. Dial styles especially varied with the two-tone cases to keep that conservative look. They were available obviously in black, white, champagne, but there were some other exotic dials that were available, such as lapis, mother of pearl, and even the meteoric dial was available. Dial styles came with Roman numerals and Arabic numerals, and some had diamonds, but this was a little bit less flashy watch, so you won't see diamonds on the original dials that you will on some other models. And while the 1980s did have its excess, this is still a very conservative watch today, and it does remain so. First and early models came with the ever most common bubble plastic crystal, and later models did change over to the sapphire crystal. Today there are options to convert those plastic crystals over to sapphire, so you can get the gaskets and seals for those to put a sapphire crystal on. Again, what you're seeing here is a well-maintained, well-taken care of watch, but unfortunately this watch hasn't been serviced in a little over 10 years. The conservative model is, as I've said, the most popular model, and I see these quite often, and they are very easy to service and restore. Because it is still popular, they do hold their value very, very well. Even today, getting your hands on a watch of this condition, unrestored but in good working shape, once serviced, will hold up for a very long time and keep its value. You'll actually find that it does appreciate much more than most other watches. I still think that this is a watch that you can wear every single day and wear it with confidence that it'll hold up to any abuse or use that you give it. Providing a long life and long service intervals, this model should be considered. If you are considering one like this, then note that the cost of servicing this model of watch and restore it from what you currently see here in its condition would be about $500 to $700 to perform. Wholesale would be slightly less. Good examples of this watch can be found almost anywhere online for $4,000 and up. I probably would say the average for a watch early to mid 1980s is around $4,500. They have become very, very popular with women today, as ladies do like to wear watches about 36 to as much as 40 millimeters, much more than men, as men have moved up to larger watches. This is a watch you should consider in your collection, and if you don't have one, it's a watch that'll hold up very well. Again, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, and if you want any links to these watches, there'll be links below in the description where you can pick these up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.